Não sei se aconteceu alguma coisa. No nosso YouTube aparece alguma coisa? Não aparece. No nosso vídeo sharing não aparece nada, por isso diz que está live.
Wait a second. Eu vou pesquisar aqui como se fosse um mortal comum. Olha, Special, está aqui. Em direto.
We're live?
Em direto. Christmas Giveaway, Clearing Out Dragon Shield.
É verdade, está aqui.
E alguém já disse, olha boas.
Okay, so we're live.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Show is here. I recognize that name.
Yeah. Okay. So. You can hear us great.
Yes.
That is very epic.
Now we can say shit about.
Hey,
don't say that. Okay,
you'll get us demonetized. Come on.
Oh god damn.
So they can see us now, I believe.
We need to make money off this VOD. We need to make the big bucks.
In the first 5 seconds.
Okay, let me pull this.
Yeah, imagine being such an irresponsible.
What can I say? I play Narset.
Your words are not mine. I would never call someone an Narset player.
Okay, everyone, guys. We have apparently three people with us on the shot, at least.
Does anybody in chat know how to solve the third layer of a Rubik's Cube? Because I only know the first two.
The last one, you mean?
Yep.
Isn't that the easiest one when you have everything else together?
Well, no, because the algorithms to move the pieces you want to move, where you want to move them, and reconstruct anything else are challenging. They have a lot of steps.
Oh, by the way,
what's blue player or Narset player? Well, this is the Q&A portion, I guess. Narset player is worse because the blue player at least can keep the table in check. Narset players just drop their 6-drop and pray.
I mean,
what do you want to say about it, Elder?
What's wrong with obliterate? What's wrong with obliterate?
Nothing. The problem isn't obliterate. The problem is the rest of the deck.
I don't see problems. Usually people get really mean to me when I play the obliterate, or when I say, oh, I'm gonna tutor for an obliterate, okay? It's okay. It's going for the top, okay? Okay? Go away, you win this shit, yeah.
Oh, I miss casting obliterate. The last time I cast obliterate, I was playing a really dumb deck. It was Will and Rowan Kenrith.
Oh,
it was like an extra turns yokel hops deck. It was really silly. It basically had no win con except Backdraft Hellkite.
What?
Do you know what Backdraft Hellkite does?
No.
It's a 5-mana 4/4 with flying that whenever it attacks, you cast Past in Flames. So basically, I was just casting extra turns out of my graveyard and attacking for 4 every turn. That's a win con, right?
I guess.
No, the deck had actual real win cons. It was like... it was Planeswalker Ultimates, basically. There was like a Chandra and a couple Ral Zerix, I think.
I think Jim Red, also one of our patrons, said I will like those two play. They can be commanders, right?
Yep.
Will Kenrith,
Will Kenrith and Rowan Kenrith. Will is the good one. He does everything. He makes your deck go. Rowan is also there.
You should have.
Rowan is so bad. Rowan is so bad.
I mean, the ultimate is really good for Super Friends.
Yes, that's the thing about Rowan.
It's the only thing. And the board wipe, the 3 damage.
The thing about Rowan is that you're right, the ultimate is good, and it's actually the only thing that matters, because at least in my experience, I haven't played that deck in a while, But like the only time you were ever casting her was when you already were like going off on extra turns. So you could cast her, tick her up, then tick her up next turn, then ultimate her the turn after that. Which just made your loops, quote unquote, more deterministic. But that's it.
Kazur isn't the green like partner of Ukima that doesn't ever see play. Anyway. Wait, Rowan.
Yeah, Heated Chill is right. Rowan really is the Kazur of being
both.
Planeswalker
Yes.
commanders. Yeah. Hey, Kazur. Nah, I'm not even gonna try. You can use him to ramp with Food Chain, right? Like if your Ukima for some reason has commander tax, you can cast Kazur for 4 and exile him for 5. That's something.
That's the thing when you see like a Ukima Kazur player cast Kazur, like something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're for colors, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually find it funny. People like when I sit at the table with Bruce Strasius and someone like, what does that deck like? What's the other commander? And people say, it's only for the colors. And then I cast it on turn 2 or 3 and start meeting face. Okay, let's go for
then
colors.
you cast it. You give Strasius double strike. You gain 2 life.
I've done it.
And then nobody can ever attack you for the rest of the game.
It has put some pressure actually. And,
yeah, it can.
As well as be like, okay, I'm just casting it and like just putting some pressure on the blue farm player, and then next turn I go like new form. Is it cool? New form? And they'll go 5/5. It's Seedborn, we're doomed. Yeah.
Yeah. All good and well unless you get opposition agented.
I'm actually having trouble finding out if we have more people watching or something. This YouTube studio version of things is like worse than the last time.
YouTube is telling me that 11 people are watching. I was gonna say 9, but the number changed when I look at it. I guess it's a quantum superposition.
Great. Oh, we have another question.
Hidetsugu, Heartless Hidetsugu. Wait, which Hidetsugu? The original one or the Rakdos one? The answer is actually about the same, but it's infinitely funnier if it's the original one.
I actually remember back then there were people playing the Heartless one. The original one.
The original, yeah.
What was the card that combo off? It was like because I don't remember.
Anything that doubles damage if you're at an odd life total.
Yeah, but in Mono Red, I don't remember which one was it.
There's a trillion cards. The thing about CDH is you can kind of do mostly anything. Like it depends on your definition of viable. Can you make a Heartless Hidetsugu deck that like does things and probably kills people? Yeah. Is it gonna have a higher win rate than
Godo or any other thing?
Than like Godo or like 2 partners? No, but Hidetsugu is one of those commanders that is like itching to be broken, and you have kind of enough stuff. Like you're in mono red, right? So you have Treasonous Ogre and ways to tutor for him. And the cool thing about Treasonous Ogre is that he pays 3 life specifically. So if your life total is even, you can make it odd, right? Mm-hmm. So you can play a damage doubler and tap Hidetsugu and kill the table.
Yeah, and Jewel Lotus also like helps on the
helps. Cost. Yeah, Jewel Lotus was kind of great for the format for making all these 1 million mana commanders instantly easier to build.
I think though you would need to go like I think if you want to play this, you would need the Hall of the Bandit Lord and maybe even the boots to play, which I don't feel so. Otherwise,
yeah, it's sketchy, but like
I mean, casting it and waiting for a turn cycle, unless you have like a really crazy hand and you're casting it on turn 1 or 2, then on turn 3 you maybe can tap it, but maybe you don't have the damage doubler, so...
I mean, you probably do, because there are a lot of them, right? There are a lot of damage doublers in mono red. There's even a damage tripler, though that doesn't work quite as well, because you will also die. I mean, I don't know. There's probably a bunch of weird tech that you can play. Also, does this work? This works with lifelink, right?
Yeah.
Because you can just give him lifelink and gain a million life. So you don't actually have to worry about putting your life total at odd. You can just double the damage and kill people with lifelink, because the damage and the life gain happens at once.
But in mono red, lifelink...
There's equipment, right? Right.
Yeah, Shadow Spear probably the best.
Yeah.
Yep. Shadow Spear is probably the best, just in general. I love that card.
Does this color as well? I think eventually actually Wizards will do like a better Heartless Idetsugo, but then I mean maybe with another color, and maybe at the same time maybe they'll add some drawback that it's not just better.
I don't know.
Yes,
I mean,
the drawback. There's always a drawback now.
Not really. Like you can power creep champions of Kamigawa cards, right? Or Kamigawa block cards in general. I don't think they're too afraid of making something that is strictly better than one of the probably one of the like top 3 weakest blocks in the history of Magic. Champions is a fine set. The other two are like kind of the problem power level wise, but I think there's room to power creep Heartless Hidetsugu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Basilisk Collar also is a lifelink. Is a lifelink equipment that's really cheap. You can find it off of Urza Saga.
Good question.
Yes.
I actually don't know what poison does yet. Was it like already revealed?
Well, yes. Poison is the counters that you get off of stuff that has infect. It does nothing by itself. It's just if you have 10, you die. That's all that poison does.
Wait a second. No, am I like?
Or is this something different? Is this?
There's a new. Maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. But there's a new keyword, I guess, which is toxic.
Oh?
Never mind, toxic. I was thinking on toxic.
Yeah, but it's poison counters anyways. It's the same stuff.
What does toxic do?
It seems like it's like basically toxic number means they get the number of poison counters once
it hits.
It's pretty much poisonous, I think.
Yeah, there was that.
I remember poisonous.
Yes, poisonous. I only knew poisonous because of a sliver deck.
Ah, yeah, because it is in fact a sliver that gives all your slivers poisonous 1, right? Or 2?
Yes. Yes.
It's exactly the same as I'm reading. The players dealt combat damage. Players, yes, it worries about combat damage.
Where are you seeing this so-called?
So in Mythic Spoiler, you can actually see the new rat.
Oh,
which
it's on.
has it written on it.
It's a Mythic Spoiler. Man,
Mythic
Spoiler is a website that I don't know how to use.
By the logo, you have newest spoilers. Click there, and I think it's the easiest.
Okay, I think I found it. Oh yeah, here it is, the Rat King. Oh, no, this is different from poisonous. Actually, I think.
Why?
Let me check.
I have. There's 2 poisonous creatures, and they seem to.
Yeah, No, it's different. Toxic is like a replacement effect. It's like lifelink, where it doesn't create a trigger. Poisonous creates a trigger.
Okay.
That's that. I think that's the only difference. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I know the rules.
Are you like? Are you not happy with the poison counters? Skull 75, 67. We had David trying to do, what was that? The Sultai commander with mutate an infect
Oh,
deck, but he
a
doesn't.
Trimi?
No, Sultai. A dream is Teamer.
No, a Trimi is Sultai. He was the
Sultai,
precon of Mutate.
but it's another one.
Oh. Oh, wait, no.
It's a 6/6 with trample. You can cast it from the graveyard. Mutated.
Oh, Brokos.
Brokos, that's it.
Yes. Yes.
I love Brokos. He was such a cool card. He was one of those like Ikoria cards that got overshadowed because the set was a mistake and everything else was stupidly strong. Oh yeah, Finn from Kaldheim also gives people poison counters. He's the one that like basically all your death touch creatures have poisonous too.
Oh, I think
Yes.
Elder wanted to play these some time ago, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
problem-
because I went to a tournament and I got ass whooped by it. And I thought maybe I'll bring this to the channel.
Really? Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, the player gets 2 poison. The thing is, it's mono green. I don't see how you can like.
you have a lot of death touch creatures in mono green. It's one of green's like major keywords.
Yes.
They're just not very good.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it has to be death touch, which is semi evasion. I guess. It
Yeah.
works.
It's interesting. It's very one note though. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm gonna play Timna Kamal at the store because nobody plays board wipes in CDH, and then someone shows up with a deck that's all pyroclasms, and you're like, well, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
The thing about poison counters is that they're kind of frustrating for people. I don't personally think they're frustrating. A lot of people find them frustrating because there's no way to interact with them.
Yeah,
But they're just damage, right? They're basically just damage that is bigger than regular damage, and you wouldn't be playing life gain cards anyway, right?
There is a beautiful white enchantment that prevents counters on people and creatures and everything pretty much.
Phyrexian and
Yes.
life.
No, Solemnity. Phyrexian and life
yes,
is the combo
yes.
piece.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I used to play Solemnity in my first version of Narset with the enchantment that locks player from casting spells. When they cast a spell, it gets countered, and I put a counter on the
Decree of Silence. I love
Yes.
Decree of Silence. Decree of Silence is such a cool card.
Yes, the Creo Silence and Solemnity was very nasty.
Christoph Claw asked in the chat if we're excited to build Elish Norn stacks. How are we feeling about the new Norn? I have opinions.
Yes, of course, Rodrigo will have opinions.
Hey, I didn't say they were good opinions. They are good opinions.
Yes, go. Stacks is your department. Take over.
Okay, then I will just monologue for 5 hours. Norn is really cool. I don't know about her as a commander. I would have to see, but just having a torpor effect that doesn't torpor me is super exciting. I've had to cut torpor effects from Shana because the deck relies so much on its free interaction in the form of the elemental incarnations. And just having one where not only does it not stop me, but also it doubles it. It sounds like a lot of fun. It also seems cool as a commander, but I don't. She's 5 mana and mono white, which is not insignificant. And there aren't that many ETBs that are a bit catchy. There's Ranger Captain of Eos. If you're a mono white, you can play Thought Knot Seer, and that's fun.
I think.
But when you start, you were saying?
I think they could have pushed her to be 4 mana because you have several Torpor Orb effects quite cheap at 2 and 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
and then you have the Panharmonican at 4, and if you're
Yarok at 5. Yarok at 5.
Yarok at 5, yeah, but you are speaking about a Praetor, it's a Praetor.
Yeah.
It should be It
But
could
you
have
can't,
cost 4, I think.
I think it could, but you can't make pushed white cards. It'll set the universe out of balance. Come on.
Exactly. That's the thing. If it were
All the
4,
other colors.
I would like I had that back then, that Kenrith deck, which was full of all the 5 Torpor Orb effects that there were back then. Now there's another one. Maybe I'll try it again, which is, I think. So I'm sad that it doesn't cost 4 because I think it could be stronger in the 99 rather than the Command Zone.
Yeah, I definitely think she's like kind of sketchy at 5, but it is even though it's 2 effects that we've seen, it's actually 1 effect that we've never seen. Like this combination of effects is incredibly powerful, and the asymmetry is backbreaking. So I definitely think it's worth a shot. It's the kind of card that if you drop it on certain boards, it just lights out for your opponents. So yeah.
Initiative was in or not?
I think so. You do, right? Because initiative, when you take the initiative, if you don't have the initiative, you take it and you venture into the Undercity. And if you already do have it, you venture again into the Undercity. So you would get twice the initiative when you play a creature that gains it, I think.
Actually, double checking the initiative because
I'm like 90% on that, but I'm also not looking it up. Meanwhile, while you look that up,
we have some more questions.
Kel asked if we've played with Arcades. I personally haven't. Have you touched Arcades at all?
I've played once because I built a cube, commander cube, and I had to put a lot of random commanders to make it fun. And Arcades was one of them, but a deck, I never made it. But I want it. To bring to the channel to annoy Ball. Yes.
Isn't the Arcades the Defender one?
Yes.
Well, no. Arcades doesn't have Defender.
Actually,
but he is the wall commander.
Whenever there was, I remember like 1 or 2 years ago, when this was spoiled, there was like one person in our LGS playing this, and it was a casual deck, but he was drawing a lot of cards because it's mono. It's like mono defender.
The problem is that all the defenders are so low impact. Like if you want to build Arcades as CDH, you basically have to play like 25 to 230 cards that do nothing.
They smack face. You can play stacks and then smack face, I guess.
But like you can't play stacks because when you're playing stacks, you have to be playing a lot of pieces that actually affect the board that aren't defenders, right? If it was more like Doran, where it applies the effects to all your creatures, even the non-defenders, I could see it. But like as it is, I wish commanders like that could work in CDH, but they kind of do not enough, I think. Well, it's not that they do not enough. They force you to fill your deck with cards that don't do anything.
I mean, eventually I'll be able to build Doran's Siege Tower. I really want it. Ever since the times I played Maya Hell, back in 2012, I think, I wanted to build Doran at that time. I never built it.
Doran is a cool card.
Yes.
He's an Abzan. Abzan's cool.
Yes, I mean, back in the day, it was a very cool deck.
Yeah.
Now, there's Arcades. There's more. I think there are a lot more of creatures that commanders that want to play that way. But I think actually there is any playing.
So we have a question about Elish Norn there.
If they make a defender rule of law, I will play Arcades.
Yeah. It would be great. So Elish Norn Ben Worthy. I
It
hope.
was one of the things where like the Commander Rules Committee says this card is on our watch list, but like this is the Commander Rules Committee. We can like or dislike them all we want. They don't actually ban cards that often, right? I don't think, and Sheldon himself said, I don't think Elish Norn is getting banned because for a card to really get banned in Commander, a lot of people in casual games have to be playing it and have it be annoying. And people aren't going to be putting Elish Narn in their command. Casual players aren't going to be putting Elish Narn in their command zone because they don't want to play mono white. Like that's just how it is. It's not going to actually be a problem.
I think
Golos, you are missed.
Golos, exactly.
Yeah, I miss Golos. Golos was okay. He didn't deserve to be banned.
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, I'm mostly sad that Goals was banned because it was Ajimu's Painter Servant deck was amazing, and I enjoyed playing it a lot. And then there was the model MDFCs, the double faced lands, whatever, that also allowed that deck to perform. And then goodbye Goals. But
It was.
I actually don't understand why Kenrith is still not banned and Golos is, but I guess
I mean, the reason is actually very simple. Golos is
you can
banned because
you
when
can
you
play
play a
draw go, I
5-color deck,
guess.
no, it's not that even. It's when you play a. It's not a question of power level. Is that when you play a 5-color deck in casual, you are never picking Kenrith over Golos because Golos has a splashy effect that lets you cast big spells for free, and
Yeah.
Kenrith just has a bunch of quote unquote overpriced abilities. So the one that's going to have a quote unquote centralizing effect where a lot of people build it where they would otherwise be building something else is Golos. So Golos gets banned. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with him getting banned, but like we don't need to pretend that he got banned for no reason. No, there's a reason. I don't think it's a good one.
Philippus, I'm not going tomorrow to our LGS Friday Night Magic, but maybe Rodrigo. I haven't seen you in there in a while as well.
I can't. I have Christmas preparations to take care of.
Yeah, maybe next week, I guess. Where have you been? Like, are you still here in Porto, or have you gone to Greece? And plans for 2023. Well, we have a special episode next week. We hope you enjoy it. It's still in the works.
And if it does well, we might have others like it.
Like it, yeah. So we have like fingers crossed that you enjoy it because it took a lot to make such a thing, and it's still like. So maybe if there's a good like if people enjoy that format of stuff, maybe we'll do it more for the next year. Other than that,
yeah.
Let's see.
Otherwise, it's like it's hard to do new things. It's hard enough to just keep up with Wizards' release schedule, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're doing a new set special every 2 episodes. It feels like.
I think the episode next week will be a banger. I think it will be a banger.
It definitely will be.
It was a very interesting game, full of
interaction,
full of special moments.
Special moments, yeah.
Let's just say it's gonna be a lot of content, and the reason why it's a lot of content is my fault.
Yes.
Philips, are you leaving soon? Because it's getting to your like Patreon anniversary, so we hope to have you playing with us soon, I guess. Like spoiler alert. But let's maybe do the giveaways, and then we keep like you can all keep sending questions our way. Anything that you want to ask
just keep typing whatever you feel like into the chat, and we will answer. We will your cues after we've finally, at long last, done our giveaway.
Hello, Astro. So we have basically Dragon Shield sent us a bunch of goodies, and we will.
And we're passing the savings on to you.
Exactly. So we will have some sleeves, some playmats. Basically, Rodri will help me out here with what we have here. This is one of the two of these
So are we?
packs. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Oh, these are the lower prizes, right?
Yeah, this is the lower. I mean, it's the fourth place. Basically,
It's the
we'll
four.
have
Yeah.
four winners tonight.
So yeah, well, we will have 4 winners tonight, and what will happen is our first prize winner is going to get a cool playmat, a cool deck box, and a cool split-second logo pack of sleeves.
Yep.
The second prize is going to get a cool playmat and a cool pack of sleeves. That's the first prize with our oh god, I'm gonna have to pronounce this. The Tangerine Deer Cotter Dragon of Curiosity playmat. Second place is the Halloween Dragon 2021 playmat and the Halloween Dragon 2021 sleeves. The third prize winner is going to get the Jester God sleeves, and then we have the 4 different colors of sleeves, of which they will get to pick one. With yep, it's red, purple, green, and I can't read the other
Silver,
one.
I think.
Silver. And then the fourth prize winner is going to get a pack of Gen Con 2022 sleeves, and then one of the other packs that the third prize winner didn't pick.
Okay.
So are we going to spin the wheel?
Yes, we are. I just remembered that. I don't know if I'll be able to like remove the winners from the previous ones, but if we
Well,
just
I
roll
mean,
it
we just
more and more.
yeah, exactly. That just means more spinning the wheel, which is the fun part.
Yeah, exactly. So where is it? It's not here. I mean, it should be here.
Heated Shield, don't forget you have to pet the cat to get luck. Pet hard as you can.
Yeah, pet the Poogie before the. Wait, no, that's a Monster Hunter thing. I don't know who's in the chat that would get that. Okay, there's our very colorful wheel.
To participate, the actually it's over already. Sorry,
It's
for
already
starting.
too late. I'm sorry.
It has been going on for the last month. During our videos, we were mentioning that basically any support that Patreon would get you like entries to this. Basically, you can see there three entries for each stack breaker, 2 entries for each sorcery speedster, instant speedster, and 1 entry for each sorcery speedster. So basically,
Hey, but
tonight is the pullout, but we will have more.
Yeah, but Keldic, yeah, don't be down. We do these sorts of giveaways relatively often. So if you check out our Discord, the links are in the description of all our videos. I don't know if they're in the description of the stream. And if you and if you give us money on Patreon, which will guarantee you all sorts of cool rewards otherwise, you can be in for our next giveaway.
Exactly. So this one, let's roll for fourth prize, I guess.
Well, since the fourth place, I mean, let's do it however you feel like. I think we should roll for the big one first, right? Or spin rather.
Do you want it to like be the last for the suspense?
Yes, the big one should be the last. Let's build up.
So here's the thing: once the first one is chosen, that person cannot win anymore. So shall we do it first?
So we should do the first one. So the people who who give us more money have a higher chance of winning the bigger prize, right? This is supposedly. I think that makes sense. I don't think that's controversial.
I guess. We should have thought about this earlier. Sorry, guys. So let's. So you can see there in the image, there's the tangerine cat dragon thingy. It's quite a cute dragon, and a storage box for 100 cards, and one of our split-second sleeves.
I assume that the dragon is the one from the Tangerine Sleeves box, which, if that's the case, it's a very cute dragon.
Yeah, it is. It is from. It's like the same artwork.
I would love to have that playmat.
So
You should participate.
Yeah, but that would be unethical.
let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel. What? Where did the wheel go? Okay.
And dun, 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 dun. And Drunken House Cat is our first winner.
Congratulations. You done it. Congratulations, Mr. Drunken House Cat.
Yeah.
You have becomes the winner of a very cool playmat.
Yep. So this one here is yours. XP where X is the number address. Let's do the second one then, which is the
Halloween playmat, right?
Mm-hmm,
the very spooky playmat. I just hope the winner doesn't get scared.
And it has the matching sleeves as well. So let's see.
That is also very epic.
So basically, if Drunken House Cat is
selected again, we got a spin.
Exactly.
Yeah, we get a new spin, more
Wheel of
suspense.
Misfortune. So let's get to it again. I should be writing this, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, somebody should.
And
Go.
Come on.
Dog. Dog is our winner of the second one. So we have...
Holy shit, it's Dog. You love Dog. He's one of my favorite animals. And I'm very glad to say that they will now have a cool playmat.
Yes, indeed. They will
be...
And some sleeves.
So we have a cat and a dog as
and
a winner.
Dog.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you need to have these, choose these.
Yeah, you need to be a cute animal. If any ferrets are in the chat, throw your hands up.
So for the third prize, then it's the what's the name of these sleeves? Do you have it there, Rodrigo? I forgot.
This is the Jester sleeves. I'm pretty sure.
They have
the Jester God sleeves even.
Pretty cool looking.
Not just any regular Jester. Yeah, they are some really sick looking sleeves.
So we have I don't see any more animals there. Who will win this one?
Well, I guess we get to keep them.
Yeah, I guess. Is your waifu an animal? I don't think so. Okay, let's spin the wheel.
Let us spin the wheel. I'm not gonna get too close to the camera, otherwise I'll look ugly.
Later I'll explain to you, Bal, what is a waifu.
No, let's not.
I think David told us. Oh, Zogan, I think is here. And I think it's the second giveaway he wins, actually.
Zogan, hey, don't say that. People will think it's rigged. Zogan has just one the Jester God pack of sleeves and one other pack of sleeves of their choice.
Yep.
We will get into contact with you. Exactly. As we will with all these winners.
And
people are putting the integrity of our giveaway into question.
These
Come on.
Yeah, you can start thinking on the colors. So you're there in the chat watching the stream. And let's go for the fourth prize, which is...
If this was rigged, I would win all the playmats.
It's the 2022 Gen Con sleeves. It's like a special edition.
Yeah, it is. It's the 2022 Gen Con sleeves and another pack of sleeves that third prize picker didn't pick.
Yeah, I guess Zogan already deeped on purple. So there.
Solid choice. Purple's a good color on Dragon Shield sleeves.
So let's.
I really like
spin the wheel. This is I'm actually writing here already. Purple.
Let us spin the wheel for possibly last time. Who
knows? Possibly. And Zogan is not an animal, so or maybe it is in a different.
I don't know. I don't speak every language.
And dun, 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 dun. Is it? Brother Calzone. Okay. He's the winner of the fourth one.
Let's go. Brother Calzone. I assume they live at a monastery by the name. Congratulations, you will receive 2 packs of sleeves that you can share with all the other monks that you presumably live with. Brother Calzone, you can sing the hymns of the Gen Con sleeves.
Okay.
Hey, that was funny in my head.
Okay, so I don't know. Can you check how's like? Do we still have some viewers? Do you still have some questions for us?
We still have viewers. They have posted a total of no questions that we are able to answer. But if they do, we will answer them. Otherwise, I will just start talking about stacks pieces for 3 hours. Trust me, I can keep the conversation going.
I can mute you here. I think I have the power.
So let me tell you about the merit.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute you now.
You muted me. People couldn't hear me talk about Ubamask, a 4-mana artifact originally printed in Champions of Kamigawa that makes it so all cards players draw are exiled instead, and they can only cast the ones they've exiled this turn. That one, that Ubamask.
That Ubamask with Dranith was a pain in the ass. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool with Dranith Magistrate, but it was never quite good enough.
I remember Cicada loved to play it in some of his builds back then.
Oh, I also did. Like, but just because you love playing a card doesn't mean it actually does anything.
I'm just
like if you're paying, if you're paying 4 mana for a stacks piece that's an artifact, you can just pay 2 more and cast Knowledge Pool, and just the game is over if you have the Dranith Magistrate.
Yeah, actually, you can bypass the Knowledge Pool with your commander, so it depends if you can
it depends. But, yeah, I mean, when I played that lock, it was in Kelsian, so yes, my commander could beat up your commander.
Yeah, in that case, yeah.
So it was funny. One time I was playing that against other split-second member, Diogo, and he cast I didn't actually have Dranith Magistrate. I have Aethersworn Canonist, which basically does the same thing in that context. But he cast Walking Ballista, and actually, I'm completely misremembering, because it also wasn't Knowledge Pool, it was Possibility Storm.
Okay. Wait, but
Possibility Storm it's still a lock, right? Except that he cast Walking Ballista and revealed off the top a Reclamation Sage. And because my rule of law was Aethersworn Canonist, you can still cast the Rec Sage and break the Possibility Storm. And
okay.
Yeah, I lost that game. So yeah, that was fun.
So actually, these sleeves, if you like this giveaway, or these sleeves, if you enjoy any Dragon Shield content, you feel free to go to the Dragon Shield page. We have actually a what's it called? A link. Help me out here. What's it called? It's like a referral link. So if you buy anything off of their website with our referral, it also
affiliate link.
Channel. Affiliate link. That's it. And
please, come on. Dragon Shield has the best products out there. They have unbreakable binders for all your. Wait, no, this is Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They have very high quality sleeves for all your. Wait, no, this is also Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
You're fired. What are you doing?
I swear I have magic cards around me. Somewhere. You can actually see them. Wait, let me just see if I'm pointing to the right place.
Yeah.
You can see them over there. I have a bunch of sleeve packs from sleeves that I actually use. I sleeve all of my decks in Dragon Shield. People will tell you that Ultimate Guard also has good sleeves, but no, man. They're good. The Dragon Shields, you really actually can't beat them. They have an incredible shuffle feel. They are actually the perfect size. I find that a lot of other sleeves are cut too close to the top of the card, and it makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I just love Dragon Shields. Like, we are, in effect, sponsored, but I actually really just enjoy Dragon Shields.
Yeah. I had, like, I don't know, they're around there. Maybe 10, 11, 12 packs of Dragon Shield mats, and I had everything on those sleeves just to trade around the cards, all the staples. I had almost all the CDH staples in sleeves, and basically getting a deck together to edit a video was really fast. Now it's not as easy because we are now using the split second sleeves, which I have less than.
Yeah. I knew that I was reaching critical levels of being a nerd when I was at university and I saw that Dragon Shield had tweeted out a video. And this is when they first announced the inner sleeves that wrap around. And I was so excited. And then I was like, I am excited for a new technology of inner sleeves. I need to stop. And then I didn't.
Oh, you mean the diapers?
Yes.
The diapers.
Yes,
color.
they are like my favorite. They get really, really hard to put inside the big sleeves because it's really packed. Mainly when there's air inside. When you put a sleeve and you forget to take off the air, it's horrible. But they are great sleeves.
They're great. You can drop your deck in the pool and the cards will be in near mint condition.
You know, it's funny. Actually, I was like in the Dragon Shield YouTube channel yesterday or something because I was like tagging them to publish, like advertise this stream. And they actually have a video where they tell you how to put a regular perfect fit on a card and then into the other sleeve, which I thought, like, this, why don't people just see these? Because I actually did it already. Like, what they show there, I did it also. Like, I came out of it, my own experiences, which is basically like putting a finger and then pushing the sleeve and the card. And they just have a video showing these, and everyone's like in the comments like, "Oh, thank you for these," because people just like the diapers because they do these or something. Yeah. So just go to their YouTube channel, I guess, and learn how to use the regular sleeves.
So we actually have two questions in the chat. Hita Chill asked if there are any color combos that we want to try out in 2023.
I don't know about colors, but I will perpetuate the food chain combo.
I want to keep trying like stacks in different color combinations. I would really like them to print any Mardu stacks commander that isn't ass. Or that's like very cheap, because the problem with Mardu stacks really is the mana. I just want to branch out. I have a problem with playing decks that don't have mana dorks, and I want to try and maybe fix that.
I think you missed the point. He was asking for color combos. Stacks is not a combo.
No, but I said that I want to play combos that don't have green.
You said you wanted to play combos or stacks. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I really want to flesh out more different commanders for food chain. I mean, I think I played one of the hardest. It was the mono green that did the venture into the dungeon. I forget the name already. And I brought it to the channel. I think it won, or it almost won.
The mono green one? Yeah, that was a sick one. I remember that.
Yes, it was a really cool deck, and it was mono green. So I already did a Gruul with a goblin, the mother goblin, and I need to explore more.
And is
it possible to do it without green?
If it's not green, it's like
With
Dark
Praetor's
side.
Grasp, anything is possible.
Yes. Okay, guys, you will have to play Food Chain one of these days, so I can win Food Chain without green.
Well, I mean, I'll sleeve mine up. I haven't played Ukima Kazura in a while, and I feel like casting boring ad nauseum. So somebody asked in chat about Slowbath, Iron Goblin from the new Phyrexia All Will Be One set.
Mythic spoiler, here I go.
So, in case you don't know, Slowbad Iron Goblin is a legendary creature, Phyrexian Goblin Artificer, that casts for 2 and a red. It's a 3/3, and it has one ability where it taps, sacrifice an artifact. Add an amount of red mana equal to the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate the abilities of artifacts.
Ooh.
This is interesting. I think it's a Godo card. I think it's I mean, I don't know if Godo is at the point where they still need cards like this, but this taps and sacrifices your Grim Monolith to add 3 mana to cast to equip Helm, right?
2 mana. Wait.
Yeah, Grim Monolith is 2, Basalt Monolith is 3.
And I'm not sure it would make the cut in such a deck, but because it costs 3, if it would cost 2, yeah.
It's a lot of mana to produce more mana. If you're in something like what's a good artifact pile deck? Something like
stuff.
Doretti, yeah, or Akiri Silas, a deck like that, Akiri Silas Stasis, for example. I can see the value in sacrificing an artifact to be able to add mana to cast something and then loop it back with Silas. So yeah, like it's interesting. I can see where I would play it. I just don't know if it's quite strong enough.
I was looking at it and thinking, could it be a mono red commander?
Nah. I mean, everything can be, but I don't think this has any good value.
Yeah, it doesn't really have that utility, right? Like, it doesn't generate you card advantage. It doesn't really have a unique effect. Its effects are putting an artifact in the graveyard and tapping for mana, Neheb generates mana and already puts artifacts in your graveyard, right? Like, you don't.
It's just a really slow mana dork, I guess.
Exactly.
Yes. If it were to cost 2, I mean, but costing 3, it's like, why do you cast a mana dork? I mean, there's no competitive deck playing a mana dork costing usually 2 only Bloom Tender, and then 3 sometimes the
Somberwald Sage.
I would say the equivalent of Bloom Tender in white for like weird shenanigans when you really want those a lot of colors, but.
Well, Favorite Elder and Somberwald Sage. Somberwald Sage sees play in Kamal decks because Kamal is 8 mana and sometimes you need to cast Kamal.
Yeah.
And Archon of Valor's Reach, right? That's a card that is. But yeah, the thing about Slowbath is that he can't even power out some like absurd spells because you can only use that mana to cast artifacts or activate artifacts, right? I don't know.
We have another question about viable options. Oh, by the way, let me just give a shout out to La Casa del Comandante who just showed up. Everything's going on here quite great. Hope you are doing well as well. And viable options in Jeskai.
Narset.
Yeah. You have a bunch, like.
Yeah, actually, the Elder, not our Elder, but Josh from Elder Drunken Islander has been pulling good results in big tournaments with Brawlin Shabras. And
yeah, there's also like Vadrock and Elsha, right?
Vadrock, Elsha. I love Elsha, but I think it's not new. It got some good new toys in reality shape.
It got a couple cost reducers, and I think it got 1 artifact tutor that's good. Right?
Marmonator is saying Inata. Yes, Inata is good.
Yeah, Inata is super cool.
Wall proved it in the last video she appeared. It was a wreck.
Yeah,
Also,
I love
it was
that game, that
And
playstyle.
the secret that combo players don't want you to know is that you can also do some pretty messed up stuff with Primacon, the wall.
Ah, I think Sakei was playing that in some FNMs. We had some
Yeah,
last month
he
or
did,
something.
and he won with it. But it's Cicada, so like that isn't really a judgment of the deck because he can win with anything.
Yeah, and our FNM
Uh,
is like really strange meta.
yeah, it's a very weird meta game, but you can do some weird stuff with Primacon. There's also Kaikar, right?
Kaikar, and you have
He's very similar to Elsha, but like weird, right? So
yeah
yeah, there are plenty of viable options in Jeskai. You just
yes.
need to like be
Arden.
ready to cast Sensei's Divining Top. Is basically what I'm saying.
No, I mean you from the Callahan from the Mind Sculptors plays. I think he loves Arden and Chrome, and I think you also like it. I guess.
I really like Cardinal and Crom. That's another interesting option. It has issues. It's not perfect, but it's a deck that can do a lot of stuff really well. It can you can't really call a deck bad if it can reliably get a crown with an Ember Cleave equipped attacking, right? There's something there. There's also Ishai and Jeska, which you can build either as a kill your opponent deck or as a breach deck. There, I've seen both builds, and they both seem pretty damn strong. So yeah, you're not lacking in options in Jeskai.
Yes. I also like the Blue Pirate and Bruce Tarl. I fought against it. It was quite hard. It was a nice deck.
Malcolm Bruce
Huh?
Tarl.
Yes.
I think Malcolm has better pairings than that.
I'm saying in just Jessica.
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
good
it,
alternative, I guess. There's another. We have another
Bruce
friend.
Ramirez, come on. Ramirez isn't a real card.
We have
Ramirez isn't real.
Christoph Klau is asking about Jetmir. Diego actually Jetmir no combo stacks. Diego plays it a lot in our LGS, and he brought
It's
it to a couple
it's very
of
strong.
videos. Yeah,
It's a very strong deck. Jetmir is just brutal. Like if you do I play Shana a lot, right? That deck's sweet. The problem with that deck is actually finishing the game. I play Heliod Ballista as a combo out, right? And I play Elishnorn as a way for my creatures to be able to attack. And also, there are two very dorky creatures that I will not mention, or people will make fun of me. Jetmir is the kind of thing where he just kills people so easily. You know how easy it is to kill people with Jetmir? It's very easy. And you're in Naya, so you have all the mana dorks and all the good stacks pieces.
yeah.
So yeah, Jetmir stacks is ridiculous. That deck is very powerful.
I think Jetmir stacks can basically fall to really specific pods or players like not playing well the game. Basically, once stacks hits the board, players must follow a different play pattern and mindset.
Yeah,
Instead
it's the stacks problem.
How can I do this? I need to go now. And then it's
stacks loses to people that aren't you having bad threat assessment. Yeah. And it's frustrating, honestly. And Jetmir does not escape that in any way. People sometimes, if they're like less experienced players, or if they're just like having a bad day, will kill stacks pieces that they shouldn't, and you will lose the game because of it. But that's stacks. That's like there's no way of getting around that.
Yeah.
CDH is a 4-player game. That's always going to happen.
Yes, never kill the mono blue player, right? Well,
always kill the mono blue player. Always kill Bal first. Actually, he's sneaky and he will steal the game if you give him a chance.
You're the one that asks those corner questions like you're thinking about doing something, aren't you? And then try to go from there.
Hey, my cards are all on the table. I play creatures, not combo pieces.
Nah. We had another question about creature deck. Guyu the Sword. I might just butcher the name, whatever. Majority of CDH decks, creature decks. Basically, actually, there's been more creature centric
Yes.
combo decks recently, which basically end up taking tournaments and wins because there's still so much people playing around the blue farm and the combo decks and the stack oriented interaction. So eventually, when I so many times I just okay, I cast Artcast Seedborn Muse, and they go like miscast. Mental misstep, force of negation, so many counters in hand and none can hit a creature. So yeah, then the game just follows from that.
I mean, I noticed that increase of creatures because it's getting harder and harder playing with Tevesh.
But the
I
Vesh,
can't just drop the Tevesh now. There will be creatures. They
actually,
will eat.
the thing is, I think Tavesh can soak so much damage from you. If you're still in Adnals, you can just cast Tavesh and then you have like 8-10 life extra because people will continue to attack and pinch it a little bit and you uptick, and then. But yeah, it's harder and harder, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
each time more I'm thinking in retire my Rogue Tevesh deck. It's getting harder and harder to win with a deck.
Yeah.
At least from the last games that I'm facing.
maybe you just maybe you can tech your deck against creatures, right? Because what kind of creatures are pressuring your Tevesh, right? Is it big creatures that are supposed to attack, or is it just random 2/2s that people are putting on the board, right? You can play Pyroclasm, that's a real card. You can play.
Yes, I'm really thinking in Pyroclasm, in the one that kills non-artifacts.
Whip Flare.
Yes.
There's also Fiery Cannonade, which is 3 mana, but it's an instant.
And doesn't kill
Pirates. Your own
yes.
Dockside.
Doesn't kill Lancer. Yes.
There's also Delayed Blast Fireball, which I don't remember what it does. I just know that it's good.
Yes, it does 2 damage to each creature, and if you play from the exile, it does 5.
And I think it has something else.
Yes, creature and players or creature and planeswalkers. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's each opponent and each creature they control. It doesn't hit your thralls. That's what's good about it. And it's an instant. And it's an instant. It is also expensive because it's a Commander Recon card. So.
I have a question from Josh Moronator. Why haven't I tried a Snoop deck yet? Actually, the same way I dislike playing Bruce Strazius with Kiki Jiki lines and what's it called? The artifact, the green artifact.
Birthing Pod?
Birthing Pod, yeah. The same way I dislike usually Birthing Pod lines, Snoop Dog, Snoop decks. It's basically there's too many specific cards to the combo that then you might draw them, or if something is exiled, then the whole pile is could be like just dead cards in the deck. So I avoid those kind of decks, I guess.
Snoop is cool. I like Snoop. I think it's a cool card. I like seeing decks that run it. Especially there's that list that keeps showing up. It's I think it's Jund, it's Rograk, and something else.
No.
It would be Black
Ikra, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's Rograk Ikra, but it doesn't matter. It's Rograk in the command zone. That is like a what's it called? Citadel Snoop, I think that's the name it goes by. It's a really cool list. I've looked at it. I wanted to play it, but then I looked at test hands and I was like, I don't have the time I need to learn this deck, and so I didn't. But I'm always fascinated by how people build Snoop decks, and I think they're really cool.
We have an interesting question from Marcus Sales. If each of you guys could change one thing in the whole format, what it would be? Banthas's Oracle. But I guess that would be. I would simple thing, I guess. Lower the life totals to 35 perhaps, or even 30 to start with.
Yeah, that one's interesting, right? Making so beatdown is a more viable strategy and ad nos is worse is cool. I like banning Thassa's Oracle, and I like banning Dockside. It's just those two.
Shut up! Don't say that.
I think those two cards. It's not even that they're too strong; is that they have a overly centralizing effect on deck building. If you're building blue black X, there's never any reason to not include Thassa's Oracle and Demonic Consultation. Same for Dockside and Dockside Loops. I think they pigeonhole deck building in a way that isn't healthy or fun to play with or against. And I think those two cards specifically should go, and they're currently my biggest problem with the format.
The one change that I think that should be made, and here in the channel we already talked about this, is the mulligans.
Yeah.
The mulligans to kinda help the last players in the playing order, because the first player, I don't say the first player takes the big lead in the game. The second player also it's has great advantage. I'll say the fourth player is the poor son of the family. It takes nothing.
Yeah.
We wanted to try to implement actually next season something like an experimental mulligan, a different experimental mulligan, but there was pros and cons about that, and yeah, at least the first player not drawing something like that would be interesting to like have a case study to like some math behind it or something like that. But let's see if we go forward with that.
Yeah, the problem with mulligans is that they're really hard to test for, and to get enough of a sample size.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the kind of system that you don't want to be very complex. You want it to be relatively simple because a lot of people have to do it a lot. So, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we give the first player 3 shots, the second player 2 shots, and the third player 1 shot. They get a little drunker and they play worst.
That's interesting. I think the first player should be shot, and then I don't know from there. I always go last, so I don't have to worry about this.
Actually, but just I need to put this on the stream, so if someone sees, like, Rodrigo wants to ban Dockside, but I don't. And I mean, we should not ban Dockside, otherwise we are again tilting the color pie towards Grixis or whatever. I think Dockside just creates explosive plays, which can end the game, and so, okay, let's shuffle and do another one. And the same point, you could, like, I mean, there's another Turprov effect. I guess we just need more interaction. And even so, if it's a goblin that wins the game because it costs 2, so be it. There's Inala that can win on turn 1 uncontested frequently.
My problem with Dockside and Thassa's Oracle isn't the power level. It isn't that they cause explosive plays or that they win games out of nowhere. My problem with those cards isn't about playing the game. It's about building the decks. My biggest problem with them is how they make deck building less creative. Like if you're playing blue black X, you basically always do Thassa's Oracle combo. If you're playing red white or basically red any color,
with red will have Dockside. Yes, I understand.
We'll have a Dockside as a win con. I don't know. Personally, I don't think that's interesting, right? But that's me.
The thing is, I don't think I understand, and I think you're right. The thing is, I wouldn't say that every deck that has red has Dockside as a win con. Sometimes
that's
it's just
fair.
an enabler or something to help boost mana to like cast the commander and do fun things or win.
That's fair. That's fair. Like that argument certainly applies a lot better to Thassa's Oracle than it does Dockside. I'm saying I think there's a reasonable argument, and I wouldn't mind seeing Dockside go. I do think Thassa's Oracle is way of a bigger problem. I basically never play blue black anything because of feeling the need to play Dockside specifically.
Yeah.
Except in Rafine. In Rafine, I can make the excuse. I can just run 17 Torpor to say, oh, I can't play Dockside, and I forgot my Divining Witch at home. Not Dockside. I can't play Thoracle, and I forgot my Laboratory Maniac at home. Oh, no. So, yeah, there's that.
A question here from Josh about Micromancer as a second spell seeker. I do remember, I barely remember playing the deck Yarok. I had really fun, and I think some of the combo lines did revolve around one mana value spell. So I think if you have the slot, maybe you could try it out, because I think it was Eternal Witness loops into Culling the Weak or something. So if that's still the line, that still could be. I mean, even out of a new form on Eternal Witness, finding Micromancer to find an Earth to get Eternal to go on and on. I think it's a good option, maybe. But
It's very interesting. My question would always be: isn't there like you're in green and in black? Isn't there a tutor you could play that finds Spellseeker that is on average better than Micromancer? I don't know. I don't play Yarok, so I'm basically just asking.
The thing is, Yarok in specific, the list Josh had was really focused on looping Unearth and Culling the Weak, I guess, and then Spellseeker and Eternal Witness, both of all 4 cards, something like that. They would trigger. It was a somewhat convoluted loop to generate infinite mana and then more stuff. So because it was revolving around those two one mana value spells, I think Micromancer could have a shot in that specific deck, not in any other one.
I mean, I'll say what I'll always say: test it. Right? Just test the card, bite the bullet, try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's a game. You can afford to test it.
I actually have a recurring nightmare in my reserve list binder.
Free recurring nightmare.
Yeah. And
that card is so much fun. That card is so much fun. And what would it break? It wouldn't break anything. It's a 3-mana enchantment. It's fine. Let my boy live. I dream of nightmares.
What's that ELO system you're talking, Josh? In the chat. Is it related to the pregame thing we were talking, or something else?
Somebody mentioned partial Paris mulliganing, and that was a very funny system. I'm glad it's gone.
Jesus, I remember. Do you know
what was the partial Paris? I don't I'm not recalling.
Partial Paris was like this: you drew your opening hand, right? You drew your opening hand of 7 cards. Please pretend that these are regular size cards, and you'd go like, I don't like these 4. You would set them aside or shuffle them into the deck. I don't remember, and then you would draw 3. So basically, you just mulliganed the part of the hand that you wanted, that you didn't want, I guess.
Oh, okay, I remember. Okay, I recall. That was awesome.
I mean, I remember I started back then, and I remember I was going to ask. I didn't think you. So yeah, we are 10 years apart, Rodrigo, I guess. So maybe you don't know Nunusa, which he used to play Sharoom back in 2000 and
sounds miserable
a little bit. Yeah, he had like a good deck. We were a little bit starting back then. I was already on Edric back then, I guess. And he would mulligan really, really hard, really deep, and he was taking all the matches basically. He was winning almost all the tournaments at our LGS, and I was like, crap. And that mulligan system was crazy.
It's like very powerful mulligan systems incentivize really risky and combo-ish deck building, and I think that's lame.
Yeah. Have you seen? I actually saw a few days ago, Playing with Power released another non-ban list video, and it was awesome. Like the games, I will not spoil a lot, but just go check it out. It's awesome. They were at some point I saw a player mulliganing down to 3, I think. They were like, you had all the mocks, and you had, I mean, not perishable, of course. You had just the regular mulligan system, but with all the Moxen, Time Vault, and Vault High Key, all those things. They were mulligan hard, down to 3, down to 5, down to like 4, just trying to find these crazy starts, and it was amazing. So
yeah, that's why I don't like the appeal of no ban list. I don't see the appeal of no ban list commander. It's just like I'm looking at the commander ban list and I'm like, these cards, most of these cards don't make games more interesting.
the thing is, actually, it was also Nicholas from Monarch who told me this, that if you're playing non-ban list commander, basically you are aiming for 4-color commander or 5-color commander, so you can have just the best things of Magic.
Just and as many Moxen as
Yeah,
you
you're not going to play Ryu or Grizzlebrand or anything like that.
No, but you're gonna play Recall and 4 Moxen in your
Oh yeah, that you are.
you know whatever deck. Yeah, right. I was gonna say something but I forgot. Yeah. I was saying most of the cards on the commander ban list aren't particularly interesting. That said, free Panoptic Mirror, please. I'm begging you, free Panoptic Mirror for like a month. I just want to kill people.
I have one in my binder that I bought some time ago. Like, this will be unbanned one day, and at least I bought it for 50 cents instead of.
I don't think it will ever be unbanned, but God, that card is so funny.
I mean, like what? You're paying 10 to bring you're investing 10 mana to perhaps go infinite with extra turns. I mean,
yeah, basically.
I mean, it kind of remembers me when they unbanned World Fire. I had one World Fire that I bought because it was a dump card, and I love dump cards.
Mm-hmm.
And they suddenly unbanned it. At the time I was playing Narset, I thought, oh my god,
that's the best place.
and then you realize it's actually really bad.
No, because if I can make the Chandra emblem, that opponents lose 1 life in their upkeep, it's a win.
Yeah.
So you need to also play another bad card in the deck to make that bad card work.
Actually, the Chandra is quite good, I think. Chandra, are we talking
about? No, Chandra is great, just not in CDH, really.
No, we are talking about... Yeah.
The 6-mana one.
First, it's uncounterable. Second, it clears everything on the board. Like Thrasius, Bruise, Teamness.
But not Endurance.
Almost no one plays Endurance, and if whatever, like... I think I really love this card. I am not playing as often because I sold the two I had to buy a foil one, and then I never bought the foil one. But I think it's really great.
Yeah, this card is really cool. I'll give you that. It's awesome. This card rules. I
mean, it costs 6, but then it's on red, so you can cast it after a Dockside. If the board is full of stacks or whatever, like the team player is going to run away with the game, it's an uncounterable Wrath that maybe leaves the Planeswalker behind.
Yeah, but like
if it dies to Chrome next turn, right? Volcanic Fallout is 2, and these deals 3 damage, which I know makes a difference. It kills Gilded Drakes, Thrasius.
Fair. That's fair.
So
it's definitely a cool card.
Yeah.
But like, would you play it in Narset? Is it the kind of thing you play in Narset?
I guess. Specifically, if he wants to win with the World Fire, I guess I would.
I would just rather play.
Isn't Narset a 3/4, or am I Narset?
It's a 3/2. It's a 3/2.
Narset dies to Chandra very easily.
Okay, never mind. You just got.
But it also gets exiled by World Fire, so.
No, you just gotta make her an elemental, and then she doesn't die.
Oh, easy. You can do that with you can cast standardize.
Now that's why you play Venser, so you exile it until end of turn.
Actually, you play
Venser is such a cool card.
I remember playing it in Edric.
I'm so sad he died.
Did he?
No, not that Venser. The Planeswalker Venser. That's Azorius.
I thought we were talking about the Shaper 7. which
No. Venser the Sojourner from Mirrodin Besieged is a 3 white and a blue
And,
for a Planeswalker card with 3 starting loyalty, I'm pretty sure. It has a +2 where it exiles a permanent you control until the end step. It has a -1 that makes all creatures unblockable until end of turn.
Yes.
And a -7 or 8, I don't remember, that makes an emblem that whenever you cast a spell, you exile a permanent. It's great in Brago exactly.
yeah, I remember losing to these in my first ever Commander tournament, which was really like casual because it was one when they released the Commander precons of Kali and everything, and Villela was playing like blue white's control, I guess, or blue white something control, which is everything he plays always. And eventually he ultimated these, and he went like it was a misplay from one of my friends actually, but he did ultimate these and started exiling everything, and he won.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, Venser did die. This isn't a spoiler. Venser died back in Scars of Mirrodin block
Oh,
10
Yes.
years ago.
okay.
So
I had no idea.
they
Yes,
spawned.
to save costs, I think.
Hmm?
I
No,
think
it was to
died
save. It was to save Karn.
card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was to make Karn not like tainted by Phyrexian oil anymore. But recently, they actually spoiled art, but not the card yet, of Venser as a really grotesque Phyrexian creature. So we're probably gonna get a Vence. Oh, they also spoiled the name. I don't remember what it was called, but it was Venser something of Phyrexia.
Cool.
So we're gonna get a new Venser card, but yes, he is in fact very dead.
How much salt are in your games? Yeah, kill Val first. Usually none, unless there was some in when I was killed first by by the dog from.
At this point, is a recurring joke, I
Yeah.
think, in the group.
Basically, if you, I don't know if you.
The thing is, Bal is a very, very good player, as you all know.
Yes, this is true.
And you know that if he's alive on the board, your um, your um,
Chance of winning?
your chances of winning are way thinner, way less.
Maybe the thing is, maybe yeah, maybe sure, I guess the thing is,
Bal is a very good player. He can navigate basically every board state in a way that is as advantageous as it can be for him. And it's a lot easier to kill him first than it is to play better than he does. That's the thing.
I guess.
Yes, and that's why you lose to the other combo players.
Yeah, I don't know if Christoph Claw is taking the reference, but basically this comes from a video we had a couple of months ago where I was playing Narset, and I was last one playing
No, you were playing Azami.
Azami. What did I say? Yeah, something else.
You said Narset.
You were playing Azami, and I was playing Yoshimaru Jessica.
Jessica, yeah. I had 2 lands and a medallion, so tapped out, and he had lethal for me, so he just killed me. And I was trying to tell him, but like, don't kill me, because if you're killing me, I am the control player that can stop David, and David is going to win. And but this is funnier. And then okay, sure, and of course David won 2 turns out later. But
Hey,
yeah, usually there's no salt.
In my defense, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's supposed to be entertaining.
Exactly.
The audience wants Bal to die.
No.
It was beautiful. Also, the second game, and you play the spell stutter sprite.
Yeah.
Yes, you kind of smack the card on the table when I try to play Yoshimaru, I think.
Yeah, Yoshimura, actually. Yeah, it was
Spellstutter Sprite is a really mean card.
small delay for the doggy to come out. How are we in viewers? Still someone out there wanting to
No,
ask us any questions?
we have eight viewers.
8 viewers. I hope we
8
will have
entire viewers.
more people wanting to watch this later.
I hope so. Streams are difficult. I'm not much of a live stream person myself. It's just like having to be there at the time, stressful.
Yeah, I guess, and we are in Europe, Portugal.
Yeah, which is so like awful time for
Yeah. I suppose
Americans.
most of our American viewers are. It's like 11 here, so it's like 6 in the afternoon for
Yeah, so they might be
Western
starting to get home from
Coast.
work.
Yeah.
Right.
So even yeah. Well, even so, it's been stream is going for 1 hour and 25.
Yes, let me just share. Let me just share the story of this dice. I brought it to share the story of the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this. I bought this dice in LGS here in my hometown, Famalicão, and I start using it to count life. But then I decided to do an upgrade and start using it to
Smack
choose
face.
who starts the game and make all the roll dices necessary. And I was forbidden to use the dice ever again in the store
Really?
because apparently a dice this size damages the table. So recommendation: don't use this in your local game stores. They are very, very sturdy. They are very good dice though.
Our LGS has a set of D&D dice that are like €70 for just like one of each.
What?
They are very heavy, and I'm pretty sure they would damage plastic tables if you use them.
$70? Jesus. It's
Yep.
like gold plater or something?
They're very pretty. I'm sure that they are worth the money if you're the kind of person that has that money to spend on dice. But they are like they are like in a very tiny pack, like probably this big, next to the other dice, and you pick them up and you feel it. You feel that there is some sort of like real metal to them. But yeah, I don't have any other funny dice stories.
I think we can.
Yeah, I mean, at some time, I thought and used this dice to make a flail. Put a little chain here. It would be nice, a cool nerdy weapon
Yeah.
that actually would be functional. But
Man,
then I thought, I have my sword already, so
yeah, you get hit in the head with very heavy things enough as it is.
it was one axe in my head.
That's
I'm alive.
That's infinitely more axes than have hit my head.
Yes, I understand. I still kind of have a scar around here, I suppose, under my hair. I think it's this little fail I have around here, I suppose.
Damn, this man survived an axe to the head, and I'm here making fun of him.
I suppose that's why you you killed me first. Something got wrong in there. Your brain got a little bit smushy.
Well, I suppose don't. But they pretty much. I took the axe to the head. I fell on the ground, and the other guy was, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm okay. I think.
And then you went to the hospital.
No, because I mean, who goes to the hospital, man?
When you take an axe to the head.
I had to prove that it's just an axe. Bring the machine gun.
Yeah, you're one of my guys, I guess. I was also once like had an accident on riding my bicycle with a car. I was thrown over the car, fell down on the other side. They called the ambulance, and I said, "No, I can't go to the hospital because I have a hockey match to play." And the unfortunate thing was one of my partners, my colleagues, like friends at the hockey team, he was driving by and he saw me, and I told him, "Hey, tell the coach I'm arriving soon enough." And I went to they lift me home. I went to the match. When I arrived there, the coach said, "Hey, are you okay? I heard you were like overrun or something." "No, I'm okay." "But have you gone to the hospital?" "No, no. there's a match to play. I'm not going to the hospital. I knew there was like we weren't short on people, and like, no, I can let you play. You need to go to the hospital. And I said, no, I didn't go to the hospital, so I could come here and play. And then eventually he denied me. I had to sit on the bench and watch the match, and eventually I started hurting a lot on the side. I fell on the ground, and I thought, okay, yeah.
This man is a true
And you went to
gamer
the hospital?
dedicated to his team.
No, I didn't go to the hospital. I thought, I don't think I have anything broken, like just some sore
I
muscles.
once I was seated in my end with a stick. I was doing some Portuguese stick fighting. It's very fast, very aggressive. I was hitting my end. I was hitting in the ends all the time. Everyone was there, so
Yeah.
nothing new. And that time, my fingers get very swollen, and I thought, well, this is normal. This is very normal. It's just a finger, and I stayed like that during one entire week. And then I thought, this is going back to normal all alone. I better go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well,
Broken finger?
yes.
Yeah. That's
Just stating, I went to work that entire week.
oh, God, Jesus Christ, you people. We have healthcare systems in this country for a reason.
Yes, but it's free. We don't want it. I don't know.
We had a
I think
question.
I think this being raised on the village is not a good thing.
Yeah.
It just makes us like tougher, I guess, right?
No, it just makes you dumber.
Dumber. D&D.
My girlfriend tells me that all the time.
I don't have any cool accident stories.
You
Sorry.
need to start taking some risks.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah.
I can borrow you my sword if you want.
Actually, yes, I have a professor that needs dealing with. I will take you up on that.
So there's a movie on D&D actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean there has been a movie, a D&D movie in production for a while.
Yes, the trailer was like last year already.
I think I remember seeing something, and I just
The,
forgot.
the trailer was neat. I was really interested. I just don't know when it's gonna come out.
I'm not much of a movie person. Usually, it's supposed to come out in March. I have Googled March next year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not much of a movie person. If it's like if people tell me it's good, it's like a property that I care about. I guess I like D&D, so I might check it out.
I actually go to the cinema a lot of times. I think too much. Sometimes 2-3 times a month. Yes, I'm always on the movies.
Well, let's wrap it up, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we've been streaming for like an hour and a half, right? Yes.
Yeah.
92 minutes.
Let's. So there's the. It's actually a small shout out to Arena Porto. You've been hearing
Our
us,
cool LGS.
yeah, hearing us talk about our LGS a lot. So
That's them.
That's them there. If you come to Porto, come check it out. It's premium net Wizards Play Network shop. It has plenty of stuff, even apparently $70 dice, right?
Yeah.
And you might find us playing there in our Friday night Magic.
Everything you could need for card games, board games, dice games, and a really cool play space too.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in the area,
If you come to
by.
Porto, try to be free on Fridays because we have from around 14 to 24 regular Commander players playing there. So yeah, that's an idea for you. And another shout out to to Dragon Shield.
Our sponsors over at Dragon Shield.
Yep. And we hope you enjoy next week's special season finale video from Split Second. And
We put a lot of work into it.
Yep.
So please watch it and leave nice comments, or I will personally go to your house and stand there.
Yep. And stand there.
Actually, the video is recorded in Arena Porto.
Yeah. Also, that's it.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh no!
I mean, we are.
It's the prologue.
Exactly.
It's not a spoiler; it's a trailer.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone that joined the chat tonight.
Thanks everyone for stopping by.
And we'll see you next year, I guess. Good.
Well,
next
week.
Hmm?
We'll see them next week on our special season finale.
Exactly.
Right?
Actually, have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
Bye-bye.